This is Tamara from the weather station. I'm here with Humanhood. This was a really complex song to nail. There's a lot in it, and I wanted it to feel really unwieldy and kind of wild and like not pruned, not perfect. But of course, trying to capture that and trying to have something you can still listen to over and over again is always a difficult line to walk. I just love the rhythm in this song. It's so rhythmic. I feel like I could remix it with any number of elements coming to the fore and it would still be a really cool performance. I had made this beat on my Volca Beats, and I thought it was a cool beat for this song. It's at a totally different tempo, but basically you can hear it here. And then Phil took that to his E-kit and he made us this loop. It's the same beat, but just sounds a lot better. And then of course, the song starts with that, and then we bring in the drums over top of that. I love this drum part that Kieran came up with. Really just sets the whole tone of the rhythm and I think really pushes against the piano. The piano is sort of a little bit folky and pastoral, so it sounds like this. But then when you add in the drums, they're very strong and powerful. This is a song where I really was able to let loose my combination of Kieran and Phil. So Kieran's playing this very busy drum part, and then Phil, unbeknownst to me while we were recording, he was in his little booth and he just played an entirely different rhythm every single take we did. So I ended up with so many different versions of Phil's playing, and their interplay is so interesting. So here's one take that they did together. Phil's doing all these little stops. It's crazy. And then if I go into another take, totally different. And another one here. I love them so much. Ultimately, what we came to was this sort of comp of like these different moments of Phil's playing. To me, this little moment of these two just going off is like real rhythm nirvana. So then this was a song where I really let Karen on sax and Ben Boy on pianette just like really do what they do best and just kind of be maximal, just tons of little melodies and just like kind of go for it. I just love that this just kind of going on throughout. Karen is a real improviser, and she'll give you this one little riff that's like, that's a hit, but she'll never return to it again. Like I just think of this one little riff here. But if you listen to the song enough, these little things get caught in your head, and I love that she's such a kind of melody maker, but she's when she's playing live, she's always sort of searching for more and more melody. And then one of the joys of this one was we brought in Sam Amadin, and he played banjo, and I was just shocked because I hadn't heard this rhythm in the song, but it's there. So he's playing clawhammer over the whole track. And I love that it's really, it's really folk under there. And then I brought in Jim Elkington on guitar. it's basically a different song with just those three. I think this is a really nice moment of guitar. Jim played a lot of beautiful, ornate stuff. In trying to carry this sort of wilderness feeling that the band was really bringing, I felt like my vocals were not complex enough, and so as I was singing the melody, I came up with this idea of having all of these asides and like these sort of other characters that are kind of interjecting these little responses.
Switch on that. One of a generation that might in this world, I guess. It tells you how to bear this.
And I love how it's so interesting when you really just break the song down to what is here in the recording. It feels much more folky than you might expect, and I love that about this one. I did feel like it just took a really long time to get this one right. I think I thought I might not title it Humanhood because I've never really had a title track on a record before, but I just felt like it was a hard song lyrically to crack the code, and it was hard to, as I say, feel this feeling of like wilderness and energy. And when you're starting at that high level of energy, it can be hard to keep that going through the song and not lose that thread. And like all the songs on the record, it was like walking this line between some of these folk elements and banjo and guitar, and then this more muscular, almost like drums, and just trying to find this sort of genreless feeling that I'm really drawn to on this record.